Eat crow while it's fresh is an old saying that I use in my life, and it pretty much means when you make a mistake, it's best to admit it early and ideally learn from it. One of the biggest mistakes I've been doing in my eBay business is not promoting my listings. However, the last 30 days, I've been promoting my listings, and in this video, I want to share that data with you. Another potentially game-changing move that I found out about was the sponsor of today's video, Found. Found is an all-in-one banking service for self-employed people, but we're going to talk about more of that later. All right, so we're digging into the data right here. This is my last month of promoted listing sales. I started on January 24th, and this goes to February 24th right here. Now, right off the rip, you're probably wondering, how much did I promote? I promoted my entire store at 15%. Sorry for this interruption. This is late night editing, Sean, and I made a huge mistake. I actually promoted at 10%, not 15%, 10%. I got my numbers mixed up. Please don't hate me for this one. Back to the video. November, December, and January were actually pretty slow months for me. I was around like the 14,000 range, and that was pretty bad. So if you can see here, 22,680, that was the last month of sales, which we're going from January 24th to February 24th. That's up 51%. Clothing isn't really like other categories. Like when people say, where's the hot months for selling, like Q4 for a lot of people is the best selling months. Clothing for me, it kind of depends on what's in your store. I have a lot of spring and summer items. So last year, actually 2 months in the summer were some of my better months. I don't think I hit $22,600 last year. So pretty impressive there. When you look at the selling costs, they are, 38%. That's $8,689. Collected by eBay as your taxes, of course. Now, quantity sold. I wanted to bring this up. 947 items sold this last 30 days. And the previous 30 days, it is at 680 items. So huge increase, up 55%. That's tremendous. It says net sales, that's $12,792. That's not like your net profit. That's just with the taxes and selling cost, your eBay fees and shipping. You still have to deduct cost of goods. So if we do $5 at, nearly 1,000 items, that'd be $5,000 lopped off of that, but, slightly less. Still, what, 7,000 something and some change for how much I made last 30 days. And as you can see here, my best categories, casual button-down shirts, dominates. Then we got polos, that's men's, shirts in the polo style, jeans, pants, and shorts to round it out. So this day here, this was $1,323, and that was, I believe that was a Sunday. That was Saturday, okay. Saturday. And you know what? I didn't do it the next day, but the next day was over $1,000 as well. Then you got 649, you've got 1,000, another $1,000 day. This is honestly some of the best sales I've had, and I'm honestly trying to flush a lot of items out. So if an offer comes in and I know the profit is only $6, I'm accepting that all day long. And typically I'd accept that anyway, but I'm in a big transition here with my inventory. I'm about to move to an office that's on the 7th floor of the building that I'm currently in, and I'm going to move all my inventory. So we're going to make a video about that, and it's going to be quite a haul. So the least amount of items that I have to move, the better it's going to be. But with this new strategy of promoting everything at 15%, sending out offers, and I send out a 30% offer if the item is under $30. If it's over $30, I send a 15% off discount for those offers that come in. That's my main strategy. And with this number being so high, I may go back to pushing more volume. I was trying to dial back and pick up items that were like higher profit. Maybe they cost $10 but sell for $40 rather than paying $5 or $6 and sell it for, $25. I think I'm going to go back to just picking up anything that I know has good sales. I mean, this is tremendous. Like, it's not much work to add in this much. The only work that's added on my plate is the actual shipping, and the listing is still the same. This entire 30 days, I pretty much listed 20 items minimum. A couple of days were 0 days. Like this one here was a 0 day, which I had $307 on a 0 listing day. I used to list, 35, 30 items all last year. This year, I'm not even listing that many items, and the sales are still coming in. With all those sales, it's really important to have your business organized. And that's where the sponsor of today's video comes in, and that's Found. Found is a banking service for self-employed businesses that manages taxes and expense tracking. And it kind of eliminates the need for some of the third-party software out there that I pay for. And what's great about that is you don't have to pay for that other service. You can just use them as your banking service as well as your bookkeeping. small businesses, we don't have like a finance department or somebody doing our books for us. So you have to take it on yourself. Now, I do have a CPA who files everything for me, but I still have to produce all the data for him. With Found, it has places where you can categorize all the transactions. If you're into saving your receipts, you can take pictures of your receipts. If you have like pop-up shows and you want to do like invoicing, you can do customized invoicing, and you can have like those, the history of those customers on your log. It's all in Found. It's just a great place. It does like real-time tax estimates as well, and that kind of tells you like how much you kind of need to save for the upcoming tax year, and that just makes things a lot simpler. The website is really clean. I haven't gone with them just yet. I'm really considering them after this tax year. I'm going to talk to my CPA and just see like what the difference would be if I do go with them. So far, I think Found is on like the cutting edge for self-employed, like solopreneur type businesses, because it makes things a lot simpler not to have two different logins. You can just have everything there. However you want to do it, they're going to be able to help you get it done. So thank you, Found, for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to like, testing the waters with you guys. I think it's a great idea, and I think the fact that you have put bookkeeping and banking services in the same place is a huge upgrade from having to go with like a third party and pay like another expense. So in this chart right here that's showing all the daily sales, if we click over here to promoted listings, you can see 1,000%, because I hadn't promoted before, $11,538.99 from promoting listings. That's insane. The month before, total sales was $14,000. Now, I have to thank Mike from K&M Resale. I know I've mentioned him on the channel. He's a friend of mine, but he told me to go ahead and promote, and see what happens. And he said it would drastically increase my sales. Well, guess what? It did. And that's part of what I was saying, where you kind of just got to admit when you're wrong and adjust, adapt, move forward, and give him his kudos, because yeah, he really helped me there. So take advice of people who are doing it right, and you should see some of the same results. That's pretty much why a lot of people are watching the channel too. I'm still learning as we go, and you can see here organic sales are down 25%. Now, is that because I'm promoting all of them? Probably. We'll have to keep an eye on this number right here, 24.7%, and see if next month it's even lower, because you don't want to lose all your organic sales. But let's look at I did the numbers here. So if you multiply that by 15%, the promoted listing sales, $1,725 is what the fee is for those promoted listing sales. That's an easy trade-off. It's like a no-brainer pretty much. Like you would definitely pay that amount of money to get the sales, because it's not like you're paying it out of pocket up front. You're paying it on the back end after the item sells. And I think a lot of people, they don't necessarily like understand that. Now, eBay does have like a pay-for-click type method, and that's something I've never experimented with. I think Dixon Pickens had shown what it actually does whenever he paid, and I don't think it's as powerful as like the promoted listing sales that we have going on here. Realizing that I was missing out on tons of money on sales because I wasn't promoting my listings was a very hard pill to swallow. I think the verdict's in. I've been promoting at 15% for the last 30 days, and I've had drastically increase my sales. The total charge, I guess, has been around, a little under $2,000 for the last 30 days, but I've had $11,000 in sales because of that. 38% goes to the fees with shipping, and then you got your cost of goods. It's still a significant profit to be made. This situation reminded me of was whenever I first started eBay. I thought free shipping was the way to go. I would get the fast and free green tab, and for newer stores, I do think that's like not a bad strategy, but over time, people started saying, well, you should charge for shipping. I mean, people are shopping online. They're totally used to paying for shipping. You shouldn't be holding out on free shipping, and it was hard to come to grips that like maybe that wasn't the right route. So, I guess the best advice I can give is just try to like see what other people are doing, copy them, and see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, totally get it. Go back to not promoting. But for me to like hate on people that don't promote, I don't know why I thought that was like the way. There are tons of ways to sell items. You can lower the price, you can do promoted listings, you can send coupons, you can do markdown sales. Maybe you should do all of them. I don't know. I'm definitely going to start promoting, and I'm probably going to give it to the rest of the year and then really compare the data to last year. And if it's overwhelming, you guys are going to hear about it, because I want you guys to succeed. I don't want to like stay stagnant and then slowly have everybody catch up and just, blow me out of the water with this reselling thing. Like I want to grow, not crazy big. I'm not trying to be like a multi-millionaire, but I am trying to do like super well for myself. And this is totally helping. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again, Found, for sponsoring the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.